Hello, everyone. Welcome to Everything Football. Now, if you still have your Limitless chip and you're planning to use it for the semi-final, first of all, you're very lucky if you still have your Limitless chip because it's very tough to put all the big boys into one team without a Limitless chip. But if you still have yours, well done. And I'm here to make a team for you, the best players to pick for match day 11 in terms of Limitless draft. No budget for you. So let's get straight into it. As always, let's start with the machine. I mean, there's a couple of players you have to have in your team. And let's start with the striker, that is Erling Haaland. So as long as we've just put him there, is there any need for explanation? I don't think so. So let's go back to the goalkeepers. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Real Madrid playing Tuesday, AC Milan playing on Wednesday. So in terms of Courtois and Ederson, literally up to you, but I have gone for Courtois in this one. And then in terms of the second choice, I've gone for Mayan from AC Milan. I mean, Inter Milan and AC Milan, both of them have kept a lot of clean sheets in the Champions League this season. One of their games could easily end 0-0, maybe even both. Who knows? It's tough for both to end 0-0 because one would probably go to extra time. So I have gone for Courtois and Mayan. So in terms of the defenders, I think I'm going to go for Diaz from Manchester City. He's been incredible since his return from injury. Man City have been they've not kept a lot of clean sheets, but he's been doing really, really well. And I don't expect them to keep any clean sheets anyway in this one. I expect both Madrid and Man City to score in both games. But in terms of recovery points and maybe attacking returns, he could get something. Stones could be an option as well. And then in terms of Real Madrid, I have gone for Carvajal, great attacker on the right side. You can go for the centre backs, but probably the centre backs Militao plays. Sometimes Alaba plays. Rudiger sometimes plays. I think it's too much. Alaba gets subbed off. Sometimes he gets moved to the left side when Camavinga is being subbed off. I think it's too much. I think Carvajal is definitely going to start. And then if we go to the other fixture, Inter Milan against AC Milan, could easily have a couple of clean sheets there, as I've said. So I've gone for Bastoni at 5.6 million, and I've actually doubled up Bastoni with DiMarco at left back. So DiMarco at 4.6 million. I mean, if that game ends 0-0, that is beneficial for us because in terms of forward line, we've gone for a lot of Real Madrid and Man City. So DiMarco and Bastoni can also go for another AC Milan defender if you prefer. But as you can see, we have a goalkeeper from there, so we will double up that with Theo Hernandez. I think that's a good balance. Two defenders from Inter Milan, two defenders from AC Milan, two from Real Madrid, and one from Man City. You can have another one from Man City if you prefer in place of someone like a DiMarco. If you prefer, you can go, I think, probably Akanji at 5.1 million if you prefer. Let's go to the midfield. Midfield-wise, let's go to Real Madrid. Obviously, you have to have Vinicius there. Vinicius is absolutely incredible this season. 10.3 million is great. And then you can double up that with Rodrigo. I picked Rodrigo for the last match. They scored a brace against Chelsea. I think it's going to be an open game with Man City. I'm expecting a lot of goals. And speaking of Man City, De Bruyne is also a very good option. He's currently injured, but I think he will be back by then. Usually, if you don't have a limitless chip, you can't get all these players into your team. De Bruyne, Rodrigo, Vinicius, Haaland. It will be very, very tough to get all of them into your team because basically you won't have enough money to do it. De Bruyne, free kicks, corners, Man City have scored from those the last few weeks. Rodrigo, we know, is also scored against Almeria, plays from the right side. Vinicius as well. Valverde could be an option, but I think Rodrigo and Vinicius alongside another Real Madrid player, that could be great in terms of attacking. In terms of Man City midfield, I mean, there's a lot of Man City midfielders that you can pick. Grealish has been on form. I think he will start. Gundogan has been on form. I think he will start. Bernardo Silva started against Bayern Munich, but will he start this one or will they bring back Mahrez? That's a tough one, but I think they will bring back Mahrez, and I've gone for Mahrez there. So Mahrez is an option as always. Could be taking penalties if Haaland lets him take one once again. So I think that is great in terms of midfield. In fact, let's remove this so that the midfield is actually clear. So Vinicius, Rodrigo, De Bruyne, and Mahrez in midfield. And then last up, I've gone for a midfielder from Inter Milan, and that is Barella at 6.8 million. So I think that's good enough for the midfield. Two Real Madrid midfielders, two Man City midfielders, and one from Inter Milan. You can also go for a player like Mkhitaryan if you prefer. You can go for Tonali if you prefer. But that is the midfield. In terms of the forward line, I've already gone for Haaland. I think you have to go for the other player from Real Madrid and make it a triple up in terms of attacking. Benzema scored 3 hat tricks in April alone, just like Haaland, just unstoppable. And they start scoring. They're both on penalties. Could be a high scoring fixture for both. It will be very tough to pick the captain from both of them. Very, very tough. And then finally, in terms of attack, I've gone for Rafael Leao. We can also go for Giroud. Lukaku has started the last couple of games. You can go for Emefiele Pifalo, Tauro Martinez, anyone. But in terms of forward, I've gone for Haaland, Benzema, and Rafa Leao. I think that is good enough. That team will cost you around 115 million. You cannot get this team out if you don't have a limitless chip, pretty much. And I think that's it. Apart from Giroud and maybe defensively, you can go for a Akanji from Man City. I think that is pretty much it in terms of the best limitless team. As long as you have Haaland in the team, as long as you have Benzema, Vinicius, as long as you have someone like another extra midfielder from Man City, the Mahrez or Grealish, literally up to you. And then goalkeeper, as long as you have a goalkeeper from Tuesday and Wednesday. Captain is the only thing that will be lucky for someone. Like some people will go for Haaland, some people will go for Benzema. Haaland might not score, and then Benzema could get a hat trick. You never know. So that is why you're going to get a lot of benefits. But that is the best limitless team for this week. As of now, catch up with the other content. I'll have more videos soon. The Champions League is heading to the close, but first we have some big games, some big semi-finals. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch up with you guys definitely on the next one. Team selection coming up, and also we'll have a video on the it's escaped my mind. The team selection and also the fantasy tip show. Yes, where I talk about the captains and answer some of your questions. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch up with you on the next one.